Indiana Jones 4 could have been the perfect send-off for Indiana Jones, but George Lucas killed the script that Spielberg and Harrison Ford both loved. Welcome back to What If Cinema. Today, we're diving into the unmade version of Indiana Jones 4, a film that was once titled Indiana Jones and the City of the Gods. In this video, we'll cover the darker tone that Frank Darabont, the writer of Shawshank Redemption and the first season of The Walking Dead, brought to the table. The original plot and cast, including the return of Marion Ravenwood, and a very different version of Indy's young sidekick. And finally, why the script was scrapped in favor of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and decisions that gave us nuked fridges, CGI swinging monkeys, and a movie fans still argue about today. Let's break it down. After The Last Crusade in 1989, the plan was always to make one more Indiana Jones film. Harrison was open to returning, Spielberg wanted it, but George Lucas had one condition. He wanted aliens. Throughout the 90s, several scripts came and went. One was called Indiana Jones and the Sorcerer Men. Another involved haunted castles, but nothing stuck. By the early 2000s, Spielberg brought in Frank Darabont, fresh off critical hits like The Green Mile and Shawshank. Darabont turned in a draft called Indiana Jones and the City of the Gods. Spielberg later admitted Frank wrote a terrific screenplay. It was my favorite version. I would have shot it in that second. Harrison Ford agreed by saying, I thought it was the best script we had. But there was one problem. George Lucas did not like it. Frank's script was much darker and pulpy, closer in spirit to Raiders and The Last Crusade. Indiana Jones was still older and gruffer, but not played for laughs. Marion was back in a bigger role, reunited with Indy after years apart. Professor Oxley, a scholarly ally, helped them guide them through the mystery. And yes, there was a younger sidekick. But unlike Mutt Williams in the final movie, he wasn't swinging on vines and stealing scenes. He was simply a supporting player. The villains? Cold War Russians, just like in the final film. But here they were ruthless and grounded, not cartoonish like Cate Blanchett's psychic-obsessed Irina Spalko. So what happened in the City of the Gods? The movie opened in a Mexican desert, with Indy being chased by Russian agents searching for a crystal skull. The skulls weren't just shiny props. They were connected to a lost Amazonian city, a place built by beings worshipped as gods. Indy, Marion, and Oxley journey through booby-trapped temples and uncover a massive city hidden in the Amazon. The climax is pure Indiana Jones. Inside the City of the Gods, the Crystal Skull activated a portal to another dimension. The Russians get greedy, try to harness the power, and are destroyed. Indy and Marion escape, their relationship rekindled, so instead of a goofy wedding, it ends on a quieter, more thoughtful note. Indy older, but still the hero we know. So why didn't we get this version? One word, Lucas. Spielberg said it bluntly. George didn't like Frank's script. Frank later vented, I worked on it for a year and then George just threw it out. He didn't like it. That was a terrible experience. Lucas wanted a campier 1950s sci-fi feel, completed with aliens and a flying saucer finale. Frank's script downplayed those elements in favor of pulp mystery, and Lucas was not having it. So another writer was hired to rework the story. He kept Marion, the skulls, and the Russians, but added things like fridge nuking escape, the jungle chases, and yes, the alien spaceship blasting off. The end result was Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It made nearly $800 million worldwide, but Harrison Ford later admitted, I understand people didn't like it. So there you have it, the Indiana Jones sequel that Spielberg and Ford wanted to make, but Lucas buried. Instead of a mysterious adventure, we got one of the most divisive blockbusters of the 2000s. Do you think City of the Gods would have been a better film? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more breakdowns of the greatest unmade movies in Hollywood history.